So Master Hua has been a very, very important figure to me. It starts from how he led me away from confusions, and then how through his teachings, also thanks to this community who transcribed all his oral teachings, basically how those teachings help me to reflect on my process of cultivation. And then finally, how I want to be really grateful, like to be very grateful for his vision of this place, I think his spirit is manifested everywhere, either in this university or the monastery he founded. So, the first is like when I first encountered the teaching, I think, it's just like, I read stories. I think I start with stories between him and others. So from those stories, I truly see he has no concern for himself. Like he's always see others. And from that, there's just humor, because he is okay with everything. So with that humor, he actually know like what exactly each individual need, instead of like imposing a doctrine of saying this is what you should do. And with that humor, and then the people who are actually struggling with their attachment and get out of the attachment. So that energy, it's kind of speechless actually. I think this is something I cannot find word to describe, because just by reading the stories between him and others, and then reading his teachings, like my mind just naturally opens up. I think for someone to really understand what's going on, they have to read it. But at the end of the day, there are clear markers, I think. The 6 principles, like no greed first. Actually, no contending first, and then no greed. Sorry, I'm translating Chinese into English. So no contending, no greed, no seeking, and not being selfish, and not self-benefiting, and not lying. So I think these principles in the beginning, because he always emphasized that like there's no secret to his way of being. It's only this. If you can achieve this, you will be happy. You can interact with others, no problem, free of destruction. But I can understand, because it's a challenge to my usual way of acting. But then meditation. I learned from Berkeley Buddhist Monastery, also through the transcription of Master Hua's teachings, and also the doctrine, the Buddhist text. So I think the Buddhist text and meditation together, they're like a pair. They help me to unwind that 6 principles little by little. For example, like meditation. If I can like regularly meditate, they give you a ground to work with, like a more open mind. And then with the sutras, they tell you why you need to be like not seeking, because your nature doesn't lack anything, But the sutra actually, when you read the sutra, it reinforces that every time. And so gradually, you start from doubt, and then you start to develop a trust. Then you get a taste directly. Then you start to realize, oh, the 6 principles are really real. They're not some kind of moral things the master trying to impose on you. Then the third aspect, is this place. I'm very grateful. I think, like after I come here, the teachings, the meditation, the sutras, and also 6 principles, they actually just, my understanding about them just improve on another level. Before, because there's no benchmark, I'm always trying to relate with text. But here, there's always benchmark, because other people are trying the same way as I do. So if I'm short on something, I can pick up from others. If I'm better with others, then I can practice patience with my arrogance. Am I really better? Before I come here, I was thinking, okay, I'm doing okay with this. I'm better than others. But after I come here, I need to reflect whether other people are just being humble, or they're actually being really inferior to me. So at the end of the day, the university and the monastery, like every moment, it's just like the energy and that spirit of 6 principles the Master Hua has been carried out. But I should figure out how actually everybody is doing this, and then like just with the 6 principles, no kind of seeking of any kind of commercial things. But I don't know how. I guess that's a question. I will have more answers to it.